Professor Pradhan is former professor from PG Department of Commerce, Utkal University. He is also my teacher, my guru. Even I consider him as my father, my mentor, my critics, and everything. He specializes in organization behavior, strategic management, climate sustainability, and general management. But I'll always say that his knowledge is not limited to this. He has wide experience in several banking sector, and he's also having a good reputation as great administrator. His educational qualifications include MCom, LLB, MPhil, PhD, FDPM from IIM Ahmedabad. Thank you for joining with us today. I'd like to invite you now to share your ideas, your thoughts, your experiences on the lessons from COVID-19 and what are the business plans or what could be the possible strategies to survive in this recession time.
Hello.
Yes, sir, please continue. Sir, please continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Lipsa, for inviting me to this webinar. This pandemic of COVID-19 has been unprecedented in the world. Throughout the world, it has affected each one and sundry, not leaving anyone throughout the world. And it has got everlasting impact on the business life. The way business was conducted, the way things were managed, the way things were marketed, the way things were available to the customers, it has been affected seriously by this pandemic situation. So, as a welfare state in India, we have to look at the bottom of the pyramid so that the persons at the lowest level of life would be protected from this pandemic and would have a prestigious living lifestyle. So that is why, as a welfare state, we have to see that there is a minimum of job loss. It has got tremendous impact in retrenching people from different organizations. People are migrating from their workplace to their own places of living, their own state, and it is having a serious impact. And the way it is being, the things are spreading, then there is a fear across all quarters that what will be the future of our nation and what will be the future of our economy, what will be the future of mankind, what will be the impact on life and living of the people. So it is for this reason that we have to think that how will we deal with this kind of situation? What are the impact it has been there on different organizations? Because the demand for goods and services have come down beyond the necessities, the demand for goods and services have come down. Then people are not able to purchase the things of luxury. Has become a thing of the past because people are no more looking for a vehicle. Even if you are having a vehicle, you are not able to fly it on the road, and there is no need to purchase a higher version of vehicles or most advanced vehicle. So when the life is at stake, when the life is in danger, all other things becomes very unimportant for individuals. So it is for this reason that we have to see what we can do and what will be the impact of this on the mankind. In Indian situations, that because of the lockdown, that people are not able to come out of their house, people are not able to go for a get together, people are not able to go to a restaurant, people are not able to use the product of their choice. All these things are happening. And so that is why now our Prime Minister Modi has declared that after the post-COVID-19 management, that we have to give more importance to the small MSME sector, so that there will be more job creation, and the job loss which has been created by the pandemic will can be successfully be treated. And in this situation, we can also see that the kind of fear psychosis that we have developed amongst our mind, it will no longer continue once this pandemic is over, because people have got a some limited memory, and after that, like the people, when they are going to the graveyard, they are very sorrowful. They feel that life has nothing for them, and that, but after they come out from the graveyard, they are engaged in all other actions. Similarly, people will feel that it's like a bad dream, and they'll like to forget once the pandemic is over. And we are interested to see that the vaccine for this COVID, the corona is developed, so that people, the fear psychosis will at least be over. And we have to emphasize that small is beautiful. We have to give more emphasis on the MSME sector. We have to give jobs to the persons at the lower level. And in India, we have Manrega, and so that they will be able to get a sustainable living, and food for work can also be conducted for them, and so that they will get something to eat, and they will be food security, as Professor Ball was telling. Food security and social security is the need of the hour, and we have to ensure that the people at the lower level have the minimum to live life. And once this pandemic is over, we can think of better things of future or any other thing. So that is why the impact is enormous on all the people of the world, and has been a fear psychosis throughout. And because nobody is sure that what will happen to him tomorrow, whether he will be contaminated by someone, by some form or the other. So that is why once this fear psychosis is over, we can think of getting some kind of renovating measures to come back to our earlier position, so that things will be taking its a different turn. I would be interested to get any questions on this aspect regarding impact of COVID-19 on Indian economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Pradhan, for enlightening us with your thoughts. I really agree that Roti Kapda Makan is the first priority. Now we have the priority to survive first, and to take care of all the minimum requirements of the workforce who are struggling today, and also specifically the small business who are really facing challenges, because the multinational corporations, they can survive it with few, maybe few months or few years, but the small business, the small sector business are really the priority for today. Thank you very much for giving us ideas and information on that. And I'll really like to know from Professor Ranjan Kumar Bal and Professor Pradhan Kesari Pradhan few questions on this, that what will be the immediate strategy to earn money or to survive in this challenging time for this small business? What should they do, or how we can contribute in some way, some small steps that we can take so that we can help this small business in this unprecedented, in this challenging time? Maybe I'll request Professor Ranjan Kumar Bal first to share his knowledge on this.
Thank you. This is challenging time, and I was telling you, we need virtual teams. Together, we can achieve more. Even in small organizations, we need one kind of integrated survival strategy. We have to evaluate the risks every day, and every day we have to prepare our plan of action or strategy for the future. We need a lot of teams on different aspects because the customers are changing, the suppliers are changing. We have to connect with our customers, with our suppliers, the MSMEs. The government of India during last 3 days has declared a number of stimulus policies, stimulus packages for MSMEs, for small business organizations. So we need government help. We need help from the banks, from the financial institutions like even NBFCs, microfinance institutions. We need help for the survival of these small business organizations. For the large ones, different strategies are there, and different governments, including US, India, Germany, they are bringing a number of strategies for their growth and survival. So we need some strategies which is integrated, and where we develop them by applying our mind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Professor P.K. Pradhan, can you please share your ideas that how we can contribute to be the part of the solution specifically for the small business and how we can help them to respond to this pandemic?
Okay, you can see that now there is a need to shift from the present way of farming to organic farming. In the organic farming, because the first and foremost thing in case of this pandemic is to improve your immune system. And this immune system will be developed, will be improved only when you are going the right kind of food. And that is why ensuring the right kind of food and the growing organic food is the present need of the present day. Several SSG, self-help groups are working on this regard, like in Fulbani, Kandhwal, or they are going for, and in India, Sikkim is the only state which is completely organic manufactured vegetables. So that is why there is a need to shift from the present way of farming to organic farming. The second thing that SSG has to be strengthened, and there should be systemic change in the way there are several incentives given by the government of India and the state government for the SSGs, as well as Professor Ball was telling, microfinance institutions. And so as academics, the researchers, we have to identify the gap where things are lacking and how the MSMEs can contribute to bridge this gap, so that showing them the way that the particular avenues in which they can emphasize on their production, so that they will not be facing any challenge of marketing, they will not be facing any challenge of production and all that. And all the persons, there must be a systemic systems approach to this particular situation, so that all the stakeholders must work together towards bringing the present state of affairs to a future state of affairs by each and everyone contributing to the purpose.
Thank you very much. I really agree with you that this is a situation where we have to work together as we rather than I, so that we can face the challenge. Thank you very much.
Three ways you deal with a situation. There is act, react, and proact. So that is why when in normal situation you act. But when you are facing a threat, you are reacting. but ensuring sustainability, you have to proact. So
Mhm.
that is why we have to make this world a better place to live in. And that is why all our actions should be directed towards that end. So it is not the greed of mankind, but it is the need of the mankind which has to be emphasized. So in this way, we will be able to deal with this kind of a situation in any way. Any situation of this kind can be managed if we look at that.
It is really a great lesson for us today. Yes. Act, react, and proactive,
Proact.
right? Thank you. I'll remember that always. Thank you very much.